So far, we have studied five different elements of symmetry. First one was identity, which was encompassing all the points in the molecule and around it. Second one was axis of symmetry, which was composed of one line. Means what will be the common in that identity and axis? A line will be common. Third one was plane of symmetry. It is a lamina. It is a cutting of the molecule into equal halves. So what can be the common in the plane, line and the identity? Considering all possibility, at least one point will be common. Fourth one was center of inversion, a point present at the center of the molecule. Means what is the common among all? A point is common. Fifth one was improper axis of rotation. It also encompasses dual mode elements. One was axis and other was plane. Among all those five, one thing is common and that is point. So, there is a point in studying that point. All operations do pass through one point. Means operations are collected at one point. That point where all operations are grouped, all elements are grouped, which can describe all possible operations. It's called as point group. Out of the various types of point groups, I like to discuss here only two types of point groups. One cyclic and other dihedral. How to know them? How to categorize them? How to assign them? That we are studying. For that, a basic knowledge of principal axis, subsidiary axis, types of planes, horizontal, vertical or dihedral, that much concept at least should be known to you. Now I tell you one formula. Principal axis has with one order, say n is a order. Subsidiary axis, number of subsidiary axis, that may be the any number x, y, z or n also may possible. And planes we label as sigma h means horizontal, sigma v means vertical, sigma d means dihedral. So rule is, if order of the principal axis n is equal to number of subsidiary C2 axes, then point group type is dihedral means capital D. Otherwise time being remember capital C. I repeat the formula. If order of the principal axis n is equal to number of subsidiary C2 axes, then capital D or else capital C. This is a first point of distinguishing the point groups or labeling the point groups. After the C or D categorization, we need to represent order of the principal axis. Just now I said, what was the order of the principal axis? N. So capital C or capital D that we have sought out from the operations possible, followed by as a suffix we need to write order of the principal axis N. So what will be the representation now? If it is a cyclic kind of point group, then Cn will be the representation. If dihedral kind of point group, then Dn will be the representation. But just wait, yet we have not completed the labeling. Afterwards, types of plane present in the molecule will decide the further nomenclature. So three planes, horizontal, vertical and dihedral. Among them, a superior plane, powerful plane, which we need to emphasize, which we need to mention is horizontal. Second is dihedral and third one is vertical. While arranging in a group, arranging in a collection or gathering the all operations, we were considering vertical first, then dihedral. But here while labeling, dihedral will come first, then vertical. That is a priority. Means, suppose if all three kinds of planes are present, then you will label it as H, horizontal plane. Alone if horizontal remain present, then there is no question. We need to mention H there. Where should we mention that? That Cn or Dn that we found, no? There, H will follow that N. So it can be now CNH or it can be DNH. But suppose horizontal plane is not there. Only two planes are there, vertical and dihedral. Then who has a priority? Dihedral has the priority. So there we will represent it as C and D, which is not possible but understand. And other D and D. For cyclic point group, existence of dihedral plane is not possible. It means C and D is not possible symmetrical point of view. But suppose dihedral plane is not there, horizontal plane also is not there, only vertical plane is there. No option, no choice, we need to represent it as V. So it can be C and V or D and V. Here, existence of only vertical plane impossible for dihedral point group. It means D and V as a point group is not possible symmetrically. The point groups which are in your syllabus are C2V, C3V, C2H, D3H, C infinity V, D infinity H. So among these C and D category with vertical and horizontal planes, point groups are included in your syllabus. Dihedral plane is not included, but I had informed to you what is that dihedral plane. Today I need to discuss C2V point group. The label C2V indicates which as a principal axis C2 and what kinds of planes should be there? Vertical. Let us see which is a suitable example for that. The best known example for C2V point group is H2O, water molecule. See here, there is a C2 axis and these two planes are there. How can we represent that? While representation, our rules we to follow. First rule, we should represent identity. Yes, identity is represented. Comma. Second rule, principal axis and remaining axis that we need to represent. Here there is only one axis, that's a C2 axis. Let me represent that C2. But here we are not representing element, here we are representing operations possible on that element. So how many unique distinguishing operations are possible around C2? Only one operation. So I am mentioning here C2, comma. Then planes are present in this molecule. We can cut this molecule. How many ways are there by which we can cut this molecule into equal halves? And what are the types of those planes? Yes, see, these are the planes. How many planes are there? Two planes are there. So both are vertical because they are passing through the only axis possible. That's the principal axis. Therefore, what are we finding? Total how many operations are there in this C2V point group? 4. Which are those? Identity, C2 and 2 sigma V. For more clarity, I can say one plays in XY plane and other is in XZ plane. XY plane means molecular plane and XZ plane means perpendicular to the molecule. If you remember, I said the one term in the last video that was order of point group, total number of operations possible for that point group. How many total operations are there? 4. So what is the order of this point group? Point group is C2V. The order H is equal to 4. Let us see other molecule. Interesting molecule. 1,2-dichlorobenzene. The green colored chlorines are there, white colored hydrogens are there, and black or gray colored carbons are there. Can you find any line or the axis passing through the molecule? And if we rotate the molecule, we can find similar structure. Yes, there is a C2 axis. See here, C2 axis is represented. How many operations are possible on C2 axis? Only one. So what I will do? I'll represent it as identity E, comma C2. Identity is a basic operation, trivial operation. That will be for any molecule. So I represented it first. Then C2. Further, can we cut this molecule in two equal halves? Is any plane exist? Or are there any planes? Yes. See here. Two planes are represented. One is molecular plane and other is perpendicular to the molecular plane and passing through center, or both planes are along C2 axis. Then what is the category of these planes? Vertical, horizontal or diagonal? Only one option, that is vertical. So if I have to represent all possible operations, then already we represented E, comma, C2, comma, what should be there? 2 sigma V. That is a collection of all operations. That is a group of all operations. What can be the name for that group? Yes, C2V, because principal axis is C2 and kinds of plane present is vertical plane. So representation is C2V for the point, or point group is C2V. Are you following? Let us discuss one more C2V category of the molecule, that is SF4, sulfur tetrafluoride molecule. See here, sulfur is at the center with yellow color and 4 fluorine atoms are there with green color. Basically structure is trigonal bipyramidal, but at equatorial one side lone pair is present. And upper fluorine and lower fluorine, they are not in a straight line because of the lone pair. That bond pair is experiencing repulsion. Are you imagining the structure properly? What do you think? In this structure, which axis is present? Yes, C2 axis is present, which bisects the angle between equatorial fluorines. By performing C2 operation around that C2 axis, upper fluorine will come down and the backside equatorial fluorine will come front side. How many such operations are possible on C2? Only one. What about planes? Yes. One plane is passing through upper and lower fluorine and bisecting the angle between other two fluorines. And second plane passing through equatorial fluorines and bisecting the angle between axial upper and lower fluorines. So total number of operations are 4. Which are those? See representation. Identity, comma, C2, only one operation, comma, 2 sigma V. Whatever the two planes are there, no? Both planes are vertical planes because they do pass through principal axis. So as was the case for water molecule, as were the operations possible for water molecule, we are finding for SF4 also same operations are possible. That's the beauty of point group. Molecule may be different, bonding may be different, arrangement may seem to be different, but from molecular symmetry point of view, that symmetry is common, point is common, description of that point is common, and that point is C2V. So students, now homework for you. I have shown here two different molecules with C2V point group. You have to write as an answer in the comment box two further molecules which have C2V kind of symmetry or whose point group is C2V. I am waiting for your answer. In next lecture, let us see next point group, that is C3V.